annual Basic Income March, we're doing a New York City bike parade so that we can conform with COVID social distancing. Now, last year we marched from Harlem to the Bronx for a basic income. We know that income is essential to a stable and prosperous society. And there is no reason to see the kinds of poverty that we see around us getting worse and worse, especially now due to the COVID financial and health crisis. Because of this, we're doing a socially distant event because now is not the time to stop doing activism when things are only getting worse. We need to double down on the activism.
We have provided food for many of our residents, including a huge population of seniors. The joy that it's brought to them has been incredible, but also heartbreaking to think that they'd be food insecure living in Midtown Manhattan. This is reprehensible. Yes. That anyone living in Midtown Manhattan would be food insecure at this time is something we should all be deeply ashamed of. And something as simple as UBI that could provide people with food on their tables, clothes on their backs, and money to pay their rent is something pretty simple that I think we need to figure out how to provide. Thank you all so much.
And I'm going to tell you why UBI is important to me. In the Bronx, people pay 50% of their income in rent when the national average is 30. There are 1.7 million people in the Bronx that could certainly benefit from a universal basic income to help keep them in their home. Universal basic income is extremely important, and I am honored to be here to represent the constituents of the Bronx, to ask for support in making sure that something like this becomes a reality. Thank you. Thanks, brother. Thank you. Next up, a community activist and youth developer from the 16th district, Althea Stevens.
All right, thanks for everybody being out here today. We're out here today talking about universal income, which would be amazing for people in my district. I'm from the Bronx. I am running for City Council District 16, and one of the things that I am tired of hearing is, I live in the 4th Congressional District. Universal basic income can help take people out of poverty, provide food, allow people to live with dignity. So it is important that we are supporting and making sure that families who are in need are getting the things that they need on a regular basis and not standing in line for hours for food. I also want to say, Corey, thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this coalition, because I know that there are families who have been going hungry and who needed this food. So thank you for us coming together to make sure that families are getting fed and making sure that we're getting the funding that we need. So we all need to be supporting universal basic income. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate everyone.
And we're in strong support of universal basic income. The communities that have been hardest hit by this pandemic, Brownsville, East New York, Cypress Hills, Bushwick, this extra income, this extra support will dignify our neighbors, our constituents, so they don't have to pick and choose between paying rent, buying groceries, or buying medicine. Let's return the dignity to our neighbors, our community. As we recover, we require bold, tangible solutions for recovering from this pandemic. We've shown that we can get this done, and now it is time to put the metal to the pedal and get this done. Thank you.
I want to thank you guys so much for allowing me to be here today. And thank you, and let's continue to do the fight. Basic income!
This city is bigger than the state of Michigan. If you want to really take into account how many people these city council members would represent when they get into office. So just keep that in the back of your head. Remember, you have to participate in every election. In 2021, there are a bunch of seats up for grabs in the New York City Council, and we need to get all of them and make sure that everyone is an advocate for universal basic income going forward. Corey?
Yeah. Basically, let me have your attention, real simple. I support basic income to stop the notion that low income is synonymous with low quality. Pay attention to that. Listen to that. stop the notion that low income is low equality. My income will not determine how you treat me, the resources that I get in my district, and the resources that we all need to have a livable situation. Thank you and God bless. Diane.
Poverty equals violence.
Poverty equals violence.
Basic income equals peace.
Basic income equals peace.
UBI!
UBI!
We're here to support universal basic income.
Representing Morningside Gardens, thank you.
That's right.
I'm excited. I think it's going to be fun. Beautiful weather. The weather has blessed us.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check. Okay. If you're coming with us on the bike ride, please gather around a little bit. We're gonna go over some basic safety and give you all the route, and then go ahead and start staging.
Thank you.
We have an awesome crew of volunteers here to keep everybody safe while we're riding around this square block. The plan is to do a short ride in a circle. We're going to go down 2 blocks over to 79th. We'll have our volunteers walk up the street.
1, 2, 3.
I'm here because honestly I'm trying to represent the income movement, Gang for life. Best New York City, I got one of the best communities out here.
One check is not enough. Basic income. Basic income. One check is not enough. One check is not enough. Basic income. Basic income. Basic income.
What do we want?
UBI.
When do we want it?
Now. Basic income. Basic income. Basic income. Basic income. Basic income. One check is not enough. UBI. Basic income. Basic income. Basic income.
This is my first UBI march during this pandemic, during these difficult times. The need for income for every New Yorker who is struggling is greater than ever. I've been really impressed by this UBI march. I've met dozens, if not hundreds of people here today, We've got people marching in the street on foot. We've got bikes. We've got motorcycles. It's great to be here. Thanks to the UBI crew and Diane and Linda Tseng and everyone else for organizing this great event. This is the type of ideas we need to build a brighter future for New York City and all of America.
One check is not enough. One check is not enough. One check is not enough. UBI. 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 UBI.
Bike parade. And now we're here with a number of community leaders, several people who are running for the New York City Council, as well as members of the COVID Coalition who are helping people in need during the pandemic. And we've come out, we're in Central Park at 84th Street and 5th Avenue, which, as you know, is one of the highest rent districts in the entire in the entirety of the city. And we've come out here because it's very well trafficked. As you can see, there's a lot of people walking by, and we're making a statement. We're doing this eviction installation. Every eviction notice represents a family or an individual who has already gone through the eviction process and would have been kicked out had it not been for the COVID-19 moratorium. So this is only 10% of the 14,500 individual households and family households who will be kicked out imminently of their homes and become homeless.
Don't hurt him. We're glad we all have masks.
It's idea, Ching. It's the little on top, medium, and then large.
Yeah, awesome.
Like a
I
chain.
want one too.